नमस्कार। गुरु ब्रह्मा, गुरु विष्णु, गुरु देवो महेश्वरा, गुरु साक्षात परम ब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. On this sacred day of Guru Purnima, we bow the light to wisdom. Guru is not only a teacher, but the one who dispels darkness and ignites clarity. We are blessed today to be gathered here for this motivational session by our most revered, honorable Hamari Shivani Didi. Namaste and warm inner wheel greetings to each and every one of you. With a heart full of gratitude, I welcome you to the national webinar, Be the Best Version of Yourself, hosted by Inner Wheel District 301, under the able guidance of Dynamic Association President Jyoti Mahipal ji. On behalf of entire district, it is my utmost honor to welcome our association president, our revered B.K. Shivani ji. I also warmly welcome association executives, district chairmen, past international inner wheel presidents, past association presidents, and members of esteemed world's largest voluntary organization. What a divine blessing it is today to welcome our honorable, distinguished, a source of timeless spiritual wisdom, BK Sister Shivani ji. Shivani Didi, every inner wheel sister here today is looking up to you with utmost reverence and is ready to be enlightened. Didi, we are deeply honored that you have accepted our invitation to be with us today. Dear seniors and friends, now I would like to have the privilege to invite our association president, Jyoti Mahipal ji, for her address and to introduce our honorable guest, BK Shivani Didi. Over to you, Jyoti.
Namaskar, inner wheel greetings and Om Shanti. What a privilege to have Sister Shivani ji with us as we start our inner wheel journey of the new inner wheel year 2025-26. First, I offer my pranam and heartfelt gratitude to spiritual mentor Sister Shivani ji. And thank you, District Chairman Deepika, for arranging such a beautiful webinar, such a meaningful, soulful evening for inner wheel members. I always wanted Sister Shivani ji in my journey of inner wheel as association president, and I humbly express my gratitude for accepting her invite and for being with us in spite of such a busy schedule and such a busy day-to-day. Dear inner wheel friends, I think we all know about Sister Shivani ji, and though she doesn't need any introduction, I would like to say a few words for her. Sister Shivani ji is actively sharing spiritual wisdom and teachings for over 25 years and inspired many through her television program Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. Through her soulful talks and practical wisdom rooted in Raj Yoga, she has touched millions of lives, helping people navigating challenges with calm, clarity, and inner strength, are very, very essential qualities a leader needed. Sister Shivani ji continues to inspire us to lead a life of purpose and compassion. It is a privilege to have her with us today to enlighten and uplift our minds and hearts to share her light and insight. We are truly honored to welcome Sister Shivani Di, a beacon of peace and positivity, and may her words inspire all the inner wheel members to step up at the role of leadership at the onset of new inner wheel year. And we all get inspired with the blessings of Sister Shivani ji so that we can reach out and inspire to make this world a better place. I will not take much time of yours. And I am from Calcutta, Shivani ji. आप आते हो जब भी आते हो, और शायद आपने सुना होगा वहाँ हमारे मिलेनियम मैम के सर है धानुका जी. मैं मिलेनियम मैम की भी स्टूडेंट हूँ, और ऐसा कभी नहीं होता कि आप कलकत्ता में आपका सेमिनार हो मैंने मिस किया हो. So बस
नमन शिवानी जी, नमन हम
आपको
सबकी
बहुत
तरफ से
बहुत
आपको
नमन।
सलाम।
एंड मैं मेरे इतनी दिल में खुशी है कि आपने हमारा इनविटेशन एक्सेप्ट किया। एंड हमारा जो 1 जुलाई से इनर व्हील की जर्नी है, फ्रेंडशिप एंड सर्विस, वी ऑल विल बी स्टार्टिंग विथ योर ब्लेसिंग्स। थैंक यू सो
Om Shanti.
मच।
Just wanted to confirm whether it's English or Hindi or mixed, or how do you want it to be,
आई थिंक
Deepika?
मिक्स्ड
हाँ
मिक्स्ड,
जी, but preferable language कौन सी होगी?
बिकॉज देयर आर मेनी फ्रॉम द साउथ इंडिया ऑल्सो।
Okay, okay, so English fine. Okay, Om Shanti, because it's the beginning of a new year, but it's also a very special divine day today. All over the country and the world, everybody creating that vibrations of reverence, respect, and also a pure intention to raise ourselves higher. And what a beautiful day to keep the same topic as the best version of ourselves, which means the highest version of ourselves. So let's begin with a minute of silence. You can gently just relax, sit back. Apart from everything that we hear outside, let's take a moment to ask ourselves, and this will be personal. Just ask yourself, just to become higher spiritually, which means stronger emotionally, which means to raise my inner power, which means to raise my vibration. There is a lot we can change in ourselves so that it makes us go higher in our purity and power. But let's just select one thing today. Everyone choose one thing for yourself and write it down or type it down. What is that one habit कह लें, or sanskar or nature, any one thing about myself which actually brings my energy down? It's like the soul, Atma, is a battery. Highest version of myself would mean that the battery is 100% charged. But uh, throughout the day, we do create certain thoughts, feelings, we speak certain words and behavior, which brings down this battery. And I'm sure we're all aware when we are bringing our energies down and when are we raising our energy. So just select one habit about yourself which you believe if you change it today, it's going to take you higher. Because the one thing that the world needs right now is higher vibrational energy. And if you've selected it and you feel like sharing it, then just type it out in the message, because we'll get a bouquet of things which we need to change in ourselves if we just have to write even one about ourselves. So we are, okay, it shows me 760 of us here on this Zoom. Imagine if all of us had to write just one thing. We would all, aram say we would get at least 2, 3 things that we would make a list of that we need to change. Because one is ऊपर से checking, okay, this is how I behave, this is how I talk. But sometimes we also need to go a little deeper and check what are my thoughts, what are my intentions, which in Hindi we call bhav and bhavna. Because every karam is important, but the intention behind every karam is very important. And all these intentions, these vibrations, these thoughts, feelings, words, behavior, everything total is creating me. It's creating I, the soul. I, the soul. So when we are the best version of ourselves, which means the purest version of ourselves, our aura will be absolutely white. It's light and power. And so if you look at the statues, the murti, or the pictures of the deities, you will always see a white color aura behind them. And then if we look at the photos of our prophets, So we will again see a white aura behind them. So which means the cleaner I am, the purer I am, it will be white color. But during the day, if I have created certain thoughts or intentions which are a little diluted, then I'm going to have a little stain in my that white aura. And then sometimes it shifts from not being white to being, let's say, cream, let's say another shade. And sometimes what we are not aware, we could go towards a very, very dark aura, a very dark energy field. Now, if we look at the world today, and what is the connection between I and the world, and especially being a part of an organization which is only there for seva of the world. So, as Inner Whale, Rotary, Lions, y'all are always there for seva. But when we hear the word seva, we always think of what we have to do, which is so important. That what do we have to do? What can my next project be? Where can we help? Where can we add value? So, it's about doing. So seva, doing is a very important part of seva. But there is one very important part of seva, and that is how am I being? How am I being? If we just had to make a list of what's the vibration of the world right now, there is fear, there is worry, there is insecurity, there is, of course, stress, there is, of course, anger, there is comparison. There's so much vibration suddenly on the planet. And this vibration was there earlier also, but post COVID, it has suddenly increased in its energy, the lower energy. And so post COVID, we meet people who are suddenly feeling more fearful than before, who are suddenly feeling anxious, who are suddenly insecure without having a problem in their life, and they don't know why. And the reason is the air. The vibration in the air of 2 years of COVID was a lot of fear and anxiety. So, as Inner Wheel Club, while we are taking care of health of people, education, sanitation, blood bank, everything which is physical, along with that, we can do this one more project. And that one more project is radiating peace and power to the world, radiating it to everybody, purifying the vibration of the air of the planet. Because for that, I don't have to do anything separate as a project. It is just about who I am as a person throughout the day. If I create fear, I'm radiating fear into the vibration of the planet. If I create faith, if I create power, I'm removing the fear from the planet, which means either I'm adding the toxin to the air or I'm cleansing and purifying the air. The choice is mine. So I would be doing it just for myself, but it is going to change the vibration. First, what is it going to change? First, it's going to change the vibration of your house. If you look at, let's say, 3 homes, they could be identical looking homes, decorated identically, furnished identically, but vibrationally they will never be identical. No home can be vibrationally identical. So just get into one house, come out, get into another house, come out, and get into the third house. And instead of focusing just on what you can see, start focusing on what you feel. It's very, very important right now to bring your intuition power to how do I feel in this place, not what do I see in this place. वो तो दिखता ही है. What is to be seen, वो तो दिख ही रहा है. But go a little deeper. It will just take you deeper in life. What do I feel in this place? And also when you meet somebody, how do I feel meeting this person? Because when we meet people again, we're looking at what they're dressed up as, we're looking at how they look, we're looking at what role and position they are playing, but we are not sensing what vibration the other person is carrying. So start working on the level of vibrations. How do I feel in this place? How do I feel meeting this person? And most important, what are my vibrations today? What is my energy today? So when you get ready in the morning, it's not just the clothes you wear, the jewelry you wear, or the makeup you use. It is about what's going to be the color of my aura today as I get out into the day to work, to be with people, to take care of my family. That is priority. Because unless we now make it a priority, we're heading towards a very, very difficult time. If we don't make this a priority, we're heading towards an extremely difficult time. Because if you see in the last 2 years, suddenly some things are happening which were not happening before. One, sudden young deaths. Sudden. Abhi abhi theek hai. 5 minutes later, the person is no more, and the doctors are saying the cause is stress. Because the person was fit, the person was leading a healthy lifestyle, the person was a vegetarian, the person was not drinking, everything was okay, there was no problem in life. What happened? So the doctors have said it is one word, it is our unhealthy lifestyle. But when we say unhealthy lifestyle, we say the person was leading a very healthy lifestyle, because we look at high lifestyle only in terms of outside again, what I eat, sleep, exercise. Lifestyle is here. It is here. This is where my lifestyle is, because here is where his life is. Atma is life. Body is the Jeev and Atma. So what is my lifestyle means, how do I think, how do I feel, and what are the intentions I carry in life. So sudden deaths, big steep rise in depression, anxiety, panic attack, and a very, very big rise in suicides in this year and the last 2 years. Very big rise. On an average, I've met a lot of parents who've lost children in these last 2 years, children who have chosen not to live. And most important, there wasn't any specific reason in most cases. So, what is all this indicating towards? Because even if now we're not going to pause and check, like, why is all this happening, then next year, more of something is going to happen. More of something is going to happen. So, the power of the woman, the power of the lady of the house is to take charge. What is the need of my family right now? What is the need? And the need is only one. Everybody around you needs to be energized. They need to be emotionally strengthened. If they are emotionally strengthened, only then they will be on the right lifestyle. Only then they will be protected from the vibrations around them. And only then you will be able to take them towards a happy, healthy lifestyle. Gone is the era where more the money, so more is going to be a comfortable lifestyle. That era over. That era is over now. Because now I'm uncomfortable here. So I may be very comfortable outside, but if I'm uncomfortable here, things are not going right. So who's going to take charge of that in the family? That's where the woman power comes there again. Because it's the woman who senses these vibrations. She can make out what's the need of the hour in my family. And most important, she can prioritize that I am going to be the one who's going to take care of this. So end of living like a victim and saying, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so busy, I have to do work, I have to take care of home, I have to be with inner wheel, there is so much that I have to do. Oh, no. If you continue being like a victim now, then it's not just your loss, it's the family loss. It's going to be a family loss. So take charge. No victim feeling. ऐसे ही शक्ति नहीं कहा जाता है. So Shakti means inner power. So take charge, and it doesn't mean I'm going to stop working or I'm going to stop doing inner wheel. I'm going to do everything. Probably I'm going to do more than what I'm going to do right now. But while doing everything, I have started prioritizing my energy here. Take one day from morning 6 to evening 9. You're doing what you're doing, but while doing, are you cribbing? Are you getting irritated? Are you running around and saying everything is getting late? I can't do so much. Are you complaining? You are still doing what you are doing, but if you are cribbing, getting irritated, complaining, playing the victim card, saying, I only have to do so much, I have to handle so much, then while doing everything that you're doing, this battery is getting depleted. Now, tomorrow, morning 6 to evening 9, do a lot of work, but do all of that with gratitude. Just be grateful for everything that's happening around you. Things sometimes may not be your way. Just for one day, don't complain and sail through that scene with calm and ease. It will still get resolved, but either it gets resolved with complaining and cribbing, or it gets resolved with, okay, I'll take charge and we'll work out this thing. So just one day, do the same amount of work and do the same work, but do it in a different style. And that different style is called the lifestyle. It's that different style. It's going to be that style which is going to change your lifestyle. And if one person in the house starts changing this lifestyle, which means how they're going to be while they're doing everything. We are focusing only on what we are doing because that's what the world taught us to be. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Just add one more column. How am I going to be while I'm going to do everything today? Because when you're going to be right, you're conserving energy throughout the day. So for tomorrow, before you go to bed today, for tomorrow, you are going to write how are you going to be tomorrow? How are you going to be? Not what you're going to do. That's already decided. How are you going to be tomorrow? Which means you're going to be full of gratitude for everything. So you will start your tomorrow morning, first of all, with the energy of gratitude. सुबह उठते ही सबसे पहले शुक्रिया करना है. First thing, first thought, even before you open your eyes. And you do shukriya for everything you complain about every day. Convert that same thing from a complaint to a gratitude, which means if I say every day, मेरे को इतना काम करना पड़ता है हर रोज ये सब करना पड़ता है तो tomorrow morning you will get up and say shukriya for all the calm that I get to do throughout the day. Same line, same work, but you're going to change from complaining to shukriya. If you're going to say, oh, there's so much traffic on the road, complain, just say shukriya. I have the energy today to be on the road to go to where I have to go. The doing will not change. The vibration, my thoughts, and my words about what I'm doing is going to change. And if you play this very interesting game for one day, you are going to reach home in the evening more energized than what you were in the morning. Not tired. We don't get tired with physical work. And even if we get tired with physical work, few hours of rest and we are energized. But today, people are tired with their mind. थके हुए मन चल रहे हैं आजकल एकदम थके हुए. The best place to look at it is in the car. Just look at everybody sitting in the car. You'll get to see how they are in life. In the car, on the flight. चेहरा देखना चाहिए सबका. चेहरे से पता चल जाएगा. थके हुए हैं अपने जीवन से. But क्यों थके हुए? कहते इतना काम है इतना. Please remember, काम नहीं थकाता है. काम नहीं थकाता है. सोच थकाती है. सोच थकाती है. There are people who could be doing nothing, which means they are retired, just they are at home, they don't have much to do, but they're still thinking the same way. They are tired at the end of the day. And there could be somebody who's working like 18 hours a day, but they're creating high energy thoughts. They're very fresh at the end of the day. People will say like, aren't you tired? They'll say, well, what is there to be tired about? इसमें थकने की क्या बात थी सारा दिन में? थकावट सोच से होती है. थकावट बाहर के काम से नहीं होती. इट्स अ बिगेस्ट मिथ. अगर शरीर दर्द होता है तो भी चेहरा तो खुश हो सकता है ना. इवन इफ द बॉडी इज टायर्ड, फाइन, बॉडी कैन बी टायर्ड, वो तो कल सुबह फ्रेश हो जाएगी फिर से. बट चेहरा कभी थका हुआ नहीं होना चाहिए. शरीर थका हुआ हो सकता है, चेहरा तो नहीं थकता. चेहरा तो सारा दिन में कुछ नहीं कर रहा है ना. माइंड इज थिंकिंग, फेस इज शोइंग व्हाट आई एम थिंकिंग. सो दैट्स द एम. इसीलिए रुक रुक कर बीच बीच में अपना चेहरा जब देखते हैं, so don't look at how perfect the face is. Don't look at whether my makeup is all in the right place, whether my hair is all in the right place. Just look at whether my vibration is all in the right place. Am I looking radiant, vibrant, happy? Is there any trace of ego on my face? Is there any trace of stress on my face? Is there any trace of anger on my face? It shows on the face. And फिर उसको रुक के फटाफट चेंज करेंगे. और जब सारा दिन इतना चेहरे का ध्यान रखेंगे ना, पता है मेकअप भी नहीं लगाना पड़ेगा, जरूरत ही नहीं लगेगी उसकी. चाहिए क्यों? Why do we have to put all this? Because we are hiding something. That is why we have to put it. We are hiding something. We don't need to hide. So spirituality and meditation actually means removing all the makeup. Makeup means not this physical makeup, but all that we have made up in life. We're just projecting so much. We're creating so many images. We're just trying to be what we are not. We're just trying to be what the world wants us to be. We're just trying to be what people around us are being because we thought we'll get appreciation for that. But when you start taking care of yourself, you won't find the need for appreciation from people. सच्ची में उसकी जरूरत नहीं लगती कटोरा लेके लोगों के सामने खड़े होने का कि मुझे अच्छा बोलो, क्योंकि किसी को पता ही नहीं है हम कितने अच्छे हैं. Does anybody know how nice you are as a person? Not at all. Not at all. There's only one person who really knows you, and it's you. So somebody can keep saying, oh, you're the best person, you're the best person. But you know what you're creating here inside. You know what you're creating here inside. And somebody say like, oh, I don't like this person. You say, no problem. I know what I am inside, where I have reached, and where do I have to go. तो हम सब के अंदर एक डीप संस्कार होता है, and that is सफाई, cleanliness. We just have to add one more part in life for cleanliness, and that is here. Here. सारा दिन में आज सबके लिए कैसा सोचा? कैसे सोचा? अपने लिए कैसे सोचा? And suppose someone did not say a very nice thing to me, उसके बाद अपने बारे में क्या सोचा? So which means, okay, I did not criticize anyone today, but somebody else said something about me. Somebody else either said it to me or somebody else said it to somebody else about me. How much does that affect me? If I want to take care of my energies, I will have to create certain benchmarks in life. And one very important one is what people say about me has nothing to do with me. It has absolutely nothing to do with me. If they have a feedback to give you, they can come and give you. But if they're just talking about you, then when they are talking about you, they're only reflecting their personality. It's like, take anything in your house and ask for, let's say, a curtain on the window. Ask 4 people, आपको ये curtain कैसा लगा? 4 people will describe it in a different way. Wear a dress, go for a party, ask 5 people, how do you like my dress? And then ask them to describe how they like it. 5 people will describe it in different ways. So what people talk about an object is only a reflection of how they think. So when someone is talking about something, you can actually see who that person is. वो व्यक्ति के संस्कार दिखाई देते हैं जब वो दूसरे के बारे में बात करता है. Because that's where our attention will go, depending on what sanskars I carry. So when someone is talking about you or saying something to you, it's just reflecting their state of mind. And this someone might not be outside, that someone can be your child. Nowadays, I meet a lot of parents who, or mothers especially, they will say, my child said you're a horrible mom. I said, really? इतना अच्छा compliment क्यों मिला आपको आज सुबह सुबह? He said, because I did not agree to something that the child said. I said, okay, so let's look at it from the child's perspective. If you did not agree to what the child says, he feels you're horrible right now. So how does that matter really? She said, how could my child say I'm horrible? What did I do? This is what I did all my life. And at the end of it, today I get to hear I'm a horrible mom. अब इतनी बात पे रोना आ जाता है. That the child said I'm a horrible mom. हमने तो कभी अपने पेरेंट्स से ऐसे नहीं बात की थी, फिर अब उस बात पे रोना आ जाता है कि we never spoke like this to our children. But हमारे पास इस तरह का content नहीं था ना when we were growing up. They are watching those kind of movies, they are watching those kind of serials, they're listening to that kind of content where there is that kind of vocabulary. So जब हम कुछ भी सुनते पढ़ते देखते हैं ना, वो हमारी भाषा बन जाती है. It becomes our vocabulary. So if your child has watched some serial where somebody has said horrible mom, तीसरे दिन उसके मुख से horrible mom ही निकलेगा, उसमें कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. The child would have not even thought of saying it. It will just come because it went in. तो जो input होगी वही output होगी. So don't take it so personally and say, my child said I'm a horrible mom, and then get upset about it. Because if you get upset about it, then your upset energy is going to that child who's really not in the best energy themselves. But your upset energy goes to them and that depletes them further. So we can be two versions at home. Either we are energizing everyone just by being who we are, or we are depleting ourselves. So first mantra for this year, I'm untouched by what people say about me. We will have to do this. Kyunki the lower people are going to go in their energies, the not so sweet are going to be their comments about you. Because they are not feeling the best. They may say nice things on your face. Important is what they're saying, not around you. So you might get to hear so and so said something, so and so. It's okay. It only reflects their opinion about you, and everybody's allowed to have their own opinion. I just need to know who I am, because if I absorb everybody's opinion about me, and then I try to become something else what everybody wants to be, or I start becoming bitter about that person who's thinking about me, I am just dirtying my aura. मेरी एनर्जी फील बहुत गंदी हो रही है, बहुत गंदी हो रही है. सो किसी का फीडबैक लेना है तो लेना चाहिए, वो तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, all the other chatter is not needed. People get bored, they need something to talk about. Let them talk. बातें करें आपस में मिलके वो. Why does that need to affect my destiny? Because my state of mind is affecting my destiny just because someone said something about me. So, can we take this one thing to clean our aura today, that I'm untouched by what people say about me? Yes? Can we say yes? Raise your hand who's agreed to take this. बहुत easy नहीं होता, थोड़े दिन practice करनी पड़ती है अच्छे से उसके ऊपर. And the little practice that you will do about it, it will raise your inner power. And the more that inner power gets raised, the more you will not get affected. मतलब it's a connection है वो दोनों चीजों का. Because it's like when I'm depleted, I need something from the world to feel good about myself. But when you start practicing this and saying, okay, this is their opinion, just say immediately, this is their opinion, this is their sanskar, this is their state of mind right now. It's theirs. It's not about me. It's theirs. And just check quickly, is there anything from that feedback that you want to change? Take that. So sometimes people are giving you a good feedback, but giving it in a critical manner. You see, I can say to you, suppose I see somebody sitting a certain way, I can say, you know what, ऐसे नहीं बैठो, ऐसे बैठो. That's a feedback. I can say, you know what, this posture is not good for your back. So don't sit like this, sit like this. That's a good feedback. But I can say it like, ये कोई बैठने का तरीका है. कोई ऐसे भी बैठता है. इतना भी नहीं समझ में आता कि कैसे बैठना चाहिए. And I'm still giving that good feedback. But that good feedback with my sanskar or criticism. So my feedback is good, but it is coming through my sanskar of talking in a critical manner. So what you can do is take the good feedback and leave my criticism sanskar for me to take care of. But if you absorb that criticism that I give, then you're going to be ऐसे बोला मुझे, और वो भी अकेले में नहीं बोला, सबके सामने बोला, ऐसे भी कोई करता है क्या ये? And that is only going to deplete further. So in a time where people are not their emotional best version around you, don't expect people to be very, very caring and compassionate always. They want to be, but they don't have the strength for it right now. So even if you look around you on the flight, on the road, because this is my thing, I keep just observing people's faces and their behaviors, you will see that temperamentally people have just gone down. They're just reacting more for nothing. On the airport, they are reacting more for nothing. Matlab, earlier also they used to react, but now the reaction is another level altogether. So, and this will only increase. So, एक सुरक्षा कवच अपने चारों तरफ पहन लो, and हर रोज सुबह अपने आप को एक blessing दो. I am untouched by people's opinion. I'm untouched. I am very open to people's feedback. Feedback is very different from opinion. Advice is very different from opinion. So I am untouched by people's opinion. I'm open to feedback. And most important, I'm ready for change. Change होने के लिए तो हमेशा ready होना चाहिए. If I'm not ready to change and I think, oh, I am the best, this habit is correct, then again I'm on the lower vibrational level. So the first thing that we will have to do in this time is protect ourselves from people's opinion and protect ourselves from people's behavior. So suppose your child talks rudely to you, understand they are the one who is in pain. They are the one. They're not being rude to you. They're not being nice to themselves. They're not being nice to themselves. हम rudely कब बोलते हैं? जब हमारा मन कड़वा होता है, bitter होता है. And bitter क्यों होता है? क्योंकि happy नहीं है. So जो खुद पेन में है, उनके शब्दों से हमें क्यों पेन क्रिएट करना है? Just do this only with family right now. Don't do it with outsiders. Outsiders will take little time. First, we will just do it with family. If they are rude, if they're behaving wrongly, but they are family, right? They are your children. It's your spouse, it's your parents, your siblings. You care for them. So even if they are rude, even if they are critical, criticizing you, even if they're behaving wrongly, just say, I have to give them love and power. Just remind yourself, I have to give them love and power. Just remind yourself, they are emotionally unwell. कड़वा तभी बोलते हैं हम जब हम खुश नहीं होते. And खुश नहीं है मतलब emotionally well नहीं है. So just put it your mantra. In my house, I am the one to give love and power to everybody. Then my mind will say, Acha, so which means I have to give giving everybody, and then who is going to give me if I only have to keep giving and giving and giving to everybody? Then remind yourself, the more you give, the more your battery gets charged. Battery doesn't get charged by other people giving you. Battery gets charged when you keep giving to others. So the more you give, the more your battery will get charged. तो इसीलिए just do it only with family right now. ये कर सकते हैं ना? Only with family. And let's do it one day at a time. One day at a time. Okay, people at home, that is only. Please remember, first thing, they're not behaving badly with you. They are not emotionally that time emotionally fit. तो अगर आपके घर में कोई बीमार है तो आप उससे नाराज होते हैं क्या? नहीं, आप उसका ध्यान रखते हैं. You take care. Same emotionally we have to take care. We know how to do it physically. We need to now add it to emotionally. So when they are not behaving right, I have to pray for them. I have to meditate for them. I have to radiate blessings for them. And even if it just means just for 10 seconds that time, just say, I radiate lot of love, power and blessings to you. बस इतना बोल दो. मेरी तरफ से आपको बहुत सारा प्यार, शक्ति और दुआएं. सामने वाला बोल रहा है आप हॉरिबल हैं और आप बोलो मेरी तरफ से आपको बहुत सारा प्यार, शक्ति और दुआएं. क्या ये हो सकता है? Is this possible? अब हाथ उठाओ. Those of us who feel this is possible. Possible है ना? बहुत easy है. It is just like playing a game. वो अपना कड़वा वाला गाना गाएंगे, आप अपना मीठा वाला गाना गाना. वो और कड़वा वाला गाना गाएंगे, आप पावर वाला गाना गाना. Just the song that my mind needs to play. So now what happens is, here is this one person who talks in a little rude or bitter manner. If you don't take care, you absorb their energy of pain and you go into pain. मुझे ऐसा बोला, मेरे साथ ऐसा किया, ये किया. So now you are in pain. And now when you go in pain, because it happened because of their behavior, your pain is going to reach them. They were already in pain. Now you're sending more pain to them. And so they're going to go lower. This is one option. The other option is they behave badly, they speak wrongly, and you just create one thought of blessing inside. And if they continue that wrong behavior, you make that blessing like a mantra and keep repeating it in your mind. बस बोलते जाना, बोलते जाना, बोलते जाना without a full stop, a comma. अपने माइंड को दूसरा लाइन, दूसरा गाना गाने की जगह नहीं देना. Just said, Lord of love and blessings to you. Lord of love and blessings to you. I'm a powerful soul. I send Lord of love and blessings to you. They say, I don't like you. You just keep saying, I like you so much. I love you. You're the best in the world. Just keep singing the opposite song of what they are saying. Just keep singing that opposite song in your mind. Keep saying those thoughts. So that first protects you from that energy. Second, it keeps you at a higher energy. Third and most important, you're this powerful, positive energy, pure vibration, blessings for them are radiating them and you are giving strength to them. This is seva. This is seva. Parenting, home taking care is now no more going to be just about cooking the best food or getting the best food cooked or having the best house. Now it's going to be who's going to give the best energy to everybody at home. वो कौन देने वाला है? Because that's the need of the hour. जैसे जैसे समय बदलेगा हमें अपने आप को बदलना पड़ता है. Earlier it was okay if we got upset for some time, if we cried, if we stopped talking for some time, it was all okay. Now no. Now not at all. Because it will just take you down like this and it will deplete everybody at home and very soon the vibration of the house will change. So first one is I'm untouched by what other people say. It's their state of mind, it's their sanskar, it's their opinion. And second one is I send blessings to anyone who's not right to me. It's easy to send blessings to those who are nice to us. तो वो तो कर ही लिया, उसमें तो कुछ करना ही नहीं है नया. Naya is to send blessings to those who are not nice to us, not right to us. And थोड़े दिन के बाद it will become so easy that you will be able to do it with anybody. It won't be just family. You will be able to do it with anybody. Somebody will come and say, do you know what? So and so was saying so and so thing about you. You will say, no problem. Lots of love and blessings to her. Finished. Full stop. The Ghana is over. Otherwise it would be मेरे लिए ऐसा बोला, ये बोला, सामने तो बहुत अच्छी बन रही थी, पीछे ऐसे बोल रही थी. The Ghana just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. And it's depleting. So 2 homework. One, untouched. Second, remembering it's their opinion. Third, radiating blessings to who are not right to us. Fourth homework, going through the whole day taking care of the being, not just taking care of what I'm doing. Do not check that how was my day today was good because I did everything right. Doing everything right is an old thing now. वो तो पहले से ही आता है हमारे को, how to do everything right throughout the day. Now it's going to be how to be right while we're doing everything right. Be right. It's like बच्चे ने एग्जाम दिया, नंबर अच्छे आए, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, पहले भी आते थे. Now the focus should be the child gave the exam in a peaceful, calm state of mind. That is success. Success is not got stressed, panicked, and then came first in class. Not a success anymore. Not a success anymore. Because the child is not then ready for this world. It's not. Being intelligent is not going to be needed so much now in the world. There's another artificial intelligence which we've all created. We need stronger minds, not just intelligent minds now. So focus on the child. Just doing well in the exam, not priority. वो तो priority है ही पहले से. New priority. Being calm and relaxed while studying throughout the year and on the day of the exam is success. So if your child also gets a little less marks, but was very peaceful and calm, tell your child you're successful today. Today you're prepared for the world. Today you're ready to face any crisis that this life brings before you. Just getting enough marks is not success anymore. It is not. It's not going to be enough. We know enough children who've come first all their life. They've not come anything but first. They go through the best entrance exams and they reach the premier institutes of the country. And emotionally, they're not in the best state. If coming first was success, then students in the top institutes of the country would not commit suicide, right? They came first always. So need to pause. So just change the benchmark of success for yourself and therefore that's why for them. Don't say, I did everything right today. Not enough. I was right while doing everything today. And the second thing is that sometimes my doing might not be perfect throughout the day, which means I might not get the result that I wanted, which means I might not be able to complete everything that I wanted, which means I might not be able to do everything that I had planned. But I was very relaxed today throughout the day. I was very peaceful. I behaved right with everybody. I thought right for everybody. Give yourself 100 on 100. I was successful today. I was successful today. So the being has to be the parameter if we really want to be successful. The rest is only an achievement. Achievement or success में फर्क होता है. Achievement is in the doing. So if a child achieves a particular marks, does well, that's an achievement. If a child is emotionally strong while doing that, that's a success. That is a success. Because life कभी भी कोई भी situation लेकर आ रही है is what we can see now. Since COVID, we have seen uncertainty. Uncertainty. Life is not going at its normal fixed pace. ये होगा, फिर ये होगा, फिर ये होगा. That era is over. अचानक कुछ भी होगा. अचानक कुछ भी होगा. And जब अचानक कुछ भी होगा, do I have that stability? Do I have that power? So, as the mother, as the woman of the house, you need to have enough power to not just remain stable in your crisis, but to remain stable in the crisis of any member of the family. Any member of the family. Today, your child goes through something, you need to be absolutely calm and stable. Ask yourself, can you be stable if you see your child going through a failure, a rejection, a depression? Can you be stable? Can you be powerful? No, because we start getting upset, we start worrying. It's going to deplete them. But when I start taking care of the being throughout the day, no, I'll have so much power that the day the crisis comes, I'm rich in power. I'm rich in power. पहले कहा करते थे कि पैसे को ध्यान से यूज करो, save money, so that the day there is a problem, we should have enough money. Now we have lot of money, but now we need to save power. अपनी शक्ति को save करो, so that if there is any situation, we have enough power to handle that situation. And not only we have power to handle that situation, we have enough power to empower others to handle that situation. Not just you have to be stable, have so much power that you're able to radiate that power to everybody at home so that they are able to handle that situation. That's the need of the hour. This is seva. And this seva is not just confined then to your house, your vibrations just then radiate everywhere outside and starts changing. And while doing everything, you were only doing it for yourself, but you started becoming a giver to the world. This is called dene wala sanskar. Dene wala. Because when you practice not getting affected by what people are saying, not reacting to what people are doing, you're not becoming a consumer anymore. You're radiating blessings. You're a giver. And ye giver karte, you will suddenly be able to be most powerful, most stable in the toughest scene of your life. Toughest scene. At the Brahma Kumaris, we have a lot of people who come daily to the center. They meditate daily. They study spiritual principles daily. Because studying spiritual principles daily and meditating daily is the easiest way to charge this battery. It's easiest because you've just given it a high dose of nutrition, which is the spiritual content, and you've connected to the highest power to charge this battery. So it's a very easy way to charge the battery. And because of this seva that I'm part of, I get to travel to a lot of centers in India also and outside the country also. And because of that, I get to meet a lot of brothers and sisters who are coming regularly to the center, and I get to hear their stories. And logically, it's difficult to even believe sometimes for people that how can anybody remain so calm and stable in these scenes of their life? And the scene could be as tough as losing a young child. Suddenly, everything was fine, and suddenly something happens. And obviously, the vacuum is always going to be there. But that power which was created on a daily basis suddenly becomes your strength. And they themselves don't know. I mean, they actually say, I don't know how I was able to be so calm that time. I was taking care of other people in the family. A mother of a young child says, I was taking care of everybody else in the family at that time. How? This cannot be planned. This cannot be done that time. It just came natural. Why did it come natural? Because we're spending that time and energy to energize themselves on a daily basis. The day it came, it was there. It was there. So, in a time of uncertainty, and now we're living in a world where people are not upset or disturbed when something is wrong. I'm meeting people who are not happy even if everything is right in their life. So that's a very big change that has happened in the last few years. कुछ साल पहले आप क्यों परेशान हो? ओ मेरी लाइफ में ये प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है. आप क्यों दुखी हो? मेरी लाइफ में ये प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है. Okay, while problem is there, we are not happy. Problem sorted, we are fine. Now we are living in a world. आप क्यों परेशान हो? पता नहीं मुझको. आप क्यों डरे हुए हो? मुझे नहीं पता. लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम है? नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. फिर परेशान क्यों हो? पता नहीं. So now we've reached a stage where I'm emotionally low, even if situations are perfect outside. And the reason for this is because vibrationally the air has gone low. And a big time effect of this is on children. So become the Shakti of the house. Shakti means the one who gives power. Become that one. Just tell yourself, I am the Shakti, I am the powerhouse of this family. This is my responsibility, not the other way around. सब कुछ मुझे ही करना है क्या? That's not our vocabulary. No victim card. We are choosing to do what we are doing. And if it is getting too much for you, what you're doing, and that is what you feel is affecting the being, then the need of the hour is reduce what you are doing. Simple. We are not in a race with anybody. Everybody has their own capacity, everybody has their own priorities. If you feel your doing is becoming too much for you to handle, too much, आप नहीं कर सकते इतना सारा कुछ, तो थोड़ा कम कर दो, कम करो. It is your choice. लेकिन करना भी है और शिकायत भी करना है, फिर उदास भी होना है, नाराज भी होना है. ऐसे करते करते तो आत्मा एक सेकंड में शरीर छोड़ देगी, तो अपने साथ क्या लेकर जाएगी? क्या लेकर जाएगी? So we need to pause. At the end of the day, always to remember, I'm a soul on a journey. This whole thing which I'm making so big around me is actually a very small thing. Very small thing. एक सेकंड में either soul will leave this costume. All relationships finished. All achievements so obviously over. But I, the soul, with my karmic baggage, with my sanskar, I move forward on the next journey. So while I'm doing everything that I'm doing, while I'm taking care of my family and children, please remember, be with everyone, be for everyone, but remember, the journey is all alone. The journey is all alone because you are with all this set of people only for a few years. After that, you're on your next journey with another set of people for few years. So be with everyone, be for everyone, do everything for everyone, but to remember the journey is mine alone. ये मेरे अकेले की यात्रा है. And किसी भी टाइम ये यात्रा में एक चेंज आ सकता है. What am I creating here on a daily basis, which is becoming my quality of life now, and which will be the baggage that I will carry with me? वो लोग जिनकी एक एक बात से मुझे कुछ बुरा लगता है, I am not going to carry those people with me. Neither they are coming with me, ना उनकी बातें मेरे साथ आने वाली हैं. But what I'm feeling about them will become my priority forever. It will become my property forever. वो इसका हिस्सा बन जाएगा यहाँ because it's my recording. So spend some time. Sit in the night few minutes with yourself. At least before going to sleep, clean your aura. At least that is a compulsion. Don't go to sleep with a stain in your energy field. Before going to sleep, क्षमा करो. चाहे कुछ भी किया हो दूसरे ने. We are not doing it for them. We are doing it to clean our energy field. We are doing it to clean the vibration of our house. It's not like उसने किया कैसे, कुछ भी उसने किया, but I have to clean my energy field. So सोने से पहले क्षमा करना is a must. Is a must. You just can't go to sleep. It is like going to sleep dirty. Do we ever like to go to sleep dirty? No. However tired we are, if we are not clean, we'll shower before going to sleep. So don't let the soul go to sleep dirty. किसी के बारे में शिकायत, किसी के बारे में हर्ट, किसी के बारे में नाराजगी. We can't go to sleep with stains because अगर हम दाग लेकर सो गए, in my sleep it is going to go deep down into my subconscious. कल सुबह वो साफ आप नहीं कर पाएंगे. It's gone deep layer. It's gone deep. आप कल सुबह नहीं कर सकते उसको. And that is why if you see हमें सालों पुरानी बातें याद रहती हैं. We remember like, oh, इतने साल पहले उसने वो किया था. It's only those बातें याद रहेंगी जो आपने रात को सोने से पहले साफ नहीं की थी. तो till the end of the day, it's all on the top layer. You can just clean it off very easily. And कुछ भी नहीं करना है. Just give them blessings before going to sleep and say, my karmic account due with today is clean. It's all perfect. I've cleaned it. So क्षमा करें, क्षमा मांगे भी सोने से पहले. If I was not right to somebody today, even if it's just in my mind, words and behavior was perfect. Shama mange us atma se because you have sent negative energy to them just by thinking something about them like that. So change that because you have created a thought about them, but you have created the thought. So it's on your energy field aura. So convert that into a blessing before you go to sleep and sleep with lot of gratitude. Lot of gratitude. अपने आप को ऐसा बना के सोए कि अगर नींद में आत्मा ने शरीर छोड़ दिया तो खुश खुश आगे जाए. नींद में भी तो छोड़ सकते हैं ना. Every night I have to go to sleep like that. Okay, if I leave this body in this night in my sleep, I'm the happiest version going forward into my next journey. And जब ये रात को सोने से पहले करना शुरू कर लेंगे ना, धीरे धीरे दिन में भी वैसा रहना शुरू कर देंगे. You will start being like that during the day also. And when that happens, you're going to be living light, very light. And those who will live light will then leave light. And then they will go next forward in their journey, also light. And most important, they're spreading light to everybody, spreading that light and power. So to all the seva that you're doing, you're going to add one more seva today. And that one seva is to keep your energy field white, clean, beautiful, and to radiate that power to everyone at home and to begin to become the powerhouse of your family. मैं अपने घर का शक्ति स्तंभ हूँ. मैं अपने घर का शक्ति स्तंभ हूँ. कुछ भी हो जाए, I have enough shakti to give everybody. That's my priority. Anything. It's like if cooking is your responsibility, you'll say कुछ भी हो, कोई भी आए, कभी भी आए, I am the one who has to cook for them. Responsibility. We've chosen it. Similarly, now choose that responsibility. कुछ भी हो जाए मेरे घर, I have the power to give everyone because I am saving that power and creating that power on a daily basis. और ये सब बहुत easy हो जाता है. If you learn meditation and start doing it daily, फिर इतना effort नहीं करना पड़ता पूरा दिन. It just comes very natural because you strengthen yourself in the morning. So meditation was always very important, but now it's not important. Now it's a necessity. Now it's a necessity. Compulsory होना चाहिए ये हमारे लिए. If one person in the house starts meditating, the energy and vibration of the house starts changing. Only one person has to do it. आपके घर की हवा बदलने लग जाएगी. आपके बच्चे बदलने लग जाएंगे just because the energy changed. And if you cook for the family, then though your state is directly influencing the state of everybody else at home. Also important is how many of us cook anymore now. तो थोड़ा थोड़ा रसोई में जाना चाहिए. इतना ज्यादा काम नहीं करना कि रसोई में जाने का टाइम नहीं मिले. That's not being fair to family. Even if nothing else, go for 15 minutes at least. At least एक कड़छी घुमा के आइए खाने में. Because जब तक आप वो कड़छी घुमा रहे हो, आप बहुत सारी अपनी एनर्जी डाल रहे हो अपने अंदर. I'm sure all of you must have felt that the day you cook for your family, they are happier while eating. से आज बड़ा मजा आया खाने का. Because who's cooking for them? कौन खाना बना रहा है? ये पिछले कुछ सालों की जो हमारी रेस रही ना, कि no, I can also go to work, I can also do this, I can also do this, but I don't have time to cook now because I have so much to work. ये कुछ थोड़ा सही नहीं रहा हमारे घर के लिए. Not. So, but that's okay. We will now adapt to that change. But with that, we need to go into the rasoi at least for a few minutes. जाना ही है. It doesn't matter who is cooking in your house, which means who's the staff who's cooking in your house. Even if they are like family, they are like family. You are the family. There's always a difference. There is always a difference. So please invest that 15 minutes going into your kitchen. It changes the minds of the family. It just changes completely. Just go stand there, stand where all the food is there. Just pray over there, meditate. Add the sankalp to the food which your family needs. Somebody's stress, add that to the food that everyone's happy in my house. Most important, go into the kitchen, look at all the food and say, परमात्मा की सारी शक्तियां इस खाने के कण कण में है. हर एक शक्तिशाली है. Everyone is powerful in my house. हर एक स्वस्थ है. Everyone is healthy. And most important, हमारे रिश्ते बहुत मजबूत हैं. Our relationships are very powerful. And one very important line, हमारा घर स्वर्ग है. इसको रोज खाने में डाल दो. हमारा घर स्वर्ग है. फिर देखो कैसे वो बनना शुरू हो जाएगा. Because food. So this is the one power which we have, is to go into the kitchen and to sprinkle those vibrations on the food, add that energy to the food. However physically tired you are, it doesn't matter. Go for 5 minutes into the kitchen before everybody starts eating that food. That should be top priority, because in those 5 minutes you're going to influence the mind and the body of everybody in the family. So let's go back to that thing of being there, not just coming from work, sitting on the dining table and saying खाना ले आओ. No, ये नहीं हो सकता. 5 मिनट जाना है. और अगर हो सके तो खाने का रोज भोग लगाओ, विच मीन्स थोड़ा थोड़ा रोज खाना लें, एंड मंदिर में या मेडिटेशन रूम में बैठकर परमात्मा को याद करके वो भोग लगाओ, विच मीन्स वो खाने में सारी परमात्मा की शक्तियां भरो. आप देखो प्रॉब्लम्स कुछ भी नहीं है अभी. It's just that we've given up our very basic things that we used to do at home. Very, very basic things. And those things are affecting everybody's state of mind and destiny. And of course, let this new year for you be a year of digital de-addiction. Because powerful हम हो नहीं सकते जब तक हम फोन से addicted हैं, content से addicted हैं और सारा दिन उसको ऐसे पकड़ के रखते हैं. De-addiction. That is priority. जब तक वो नहीं करेंगे तब तक we will not be able to raise our vibrations. At least after coming home in the evening, use your mobile like a landline. Just keep it in one place. When it rings, go and check who's called. But holding it in our hands and just scrolling it even while sitting with everybody at home, it's changing the energy of the house. So we will have to be the first one to do it. Very soon, gently, gradually, people will change. Because when I change, that's when my world starts changing. So wherever you're staying, in whichever part of the country or whichever part of the world, there will be a Brahma Kumari's Raj Yoga Meditation Center very near to you. In Bharat, it will be within 4 to 5 kilometers. Wherever you're staying, there'll be a center. And at the center, the sisters are there to teach us the meditation one-on-one. Any day, any time. You just have to call up and fix your day and time. 4-5 days, 45 minutes to an hour. They will teach you one-on-one how to do it. Learn it, create that power, and then radiate that to everyone. That will make you the best version of yourself, because you'll become a giver and with a very high vibrational aura of purity and power. Thank you so much. Shukriya. Om Shanti.
सखा शिवानी जी, आपके चरणों में इनर व्हील की सब बहनों की तरफ से बहुत बहुत शत शत प्रणाम.
शुक्रिया.
आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और शुक्रिया. Our heart is overwhelmed with your presence. Our mind is feeling positive with your inspiring words. And our energy is recharged with your life-changing mantras. जैसा आपने कहा कि भोग लगा के खाना, मुझे पता है मेरी मदर इन लॉ हमेशा बोलती थी, उन्होंने हमारे घर में नियम था, हम जो खाना बनाएंगे उसी का ही भोग लगेगा, सर्वेंट का मिस टच भी नहीं होगा. और आज हमको लगता है कि कितनी सही बात हमारे बड़े बोलते थे. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर टेकिंग अस बैक टू आवर रूट्स. एंड मुझे हमेशा आपकी ये शब्द याद है कि जैसा अन्न वैसा मन. मैं आपको फॉलो करती हूँ, तो ये बात हम भी कोशिश करते कि हम अपने जीवन में लाए. थैंक यू वेरी मच. एंड आई थिंक ऑल माय इनर व्हील सिस्टर्स who all are present here, they all are recharged to take the journey of service with positive mind. And yes, अगर हम इस सर्विस में आए हैं तो हंस के करना है, no cribbing. When we have come out of this comfort zone to serve others, we have to do with a smiling face, and we have to bring back the positive energy to our house. And I really admire your last tips कि घर आएंगे तो हमको मोबाइल को लैंडलाइन की तरह यूज करना है. There are so many takeaways from your speech, but I think I will not take much about it because each and every thought has engraved in our mind. And हम उसको अगर करते हैं, especially I like about your lifestyle. What matters is not a dressing, not an outer look, as in, and that goes for all the inner will member. Let our service speak. Let our actions speak. What service we are doing to the underprivileged, that should be our lifestyle, not our outer dressings and not our outer look. Thank you so much, Shivani ji. बहुत बहुत
Shan-
धन्यवाद. ओम शांति.
Shan-
And Deepika, I invite.
ओम शांति दीदी.
Om Shanti ji.
आपको ऐसे लग रहा है कि वक्त थम जाए. आज
हाँ.
जो हमारी बैटरी रिचार्ज हुई है और जो आपने हमें प्रैक्टिसेस बताई हैं, ये लाइफ चेंजिंग है. एंड वी आर एवर एवर सो ग्रेटफुल टू यू शिवानी दीदी.
Thank you so much.
सच में मन नहीं कर रहा है. आज हमें लग रहा है हम कितने संपूर्ण भाग्यशाली हैं इनर व्हील की बहनें कि आज आप हमारे यहाँ जूम के माध्यम से आई और गुरु पूर्णिमा में आपने हमें, हमारी आत्मा, हमारी रूह टू बी विद आवर वाइब्रेशनल सेल्फ. हमें अपनी वाइब्रेशंस कैसे बढ़ानी है एंड हाउ कैन वी बी द गिवर एंड हाउ कैन बी द शक्ति एंड द मोस्ट पावरफुल मंत्र. I am untouched by the opinion of others. We are taking so much today, लेकिन दीदी मन नहीं भरा है, सच कहूंगी. पर आपके आने का अनेकों अनेक धन्यवाद. अनेकों अनेक, जितना धन्यवाद करें दीदी वो कम रहेगा. अब मेरी तरफ से जो मैं बोल रही हूँ, यहाँ जितनी भी बहनें हैं उन सबकी तरफ से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. With deep respect and heartfelt gratitude, I extend my sincerest thanks to our revered BK Shivani Didi. Shivani Didi, your divine wisdom, your calm presence, and your self-nourishing guidance is going to be a beacon of light in our lives. Your words resonate with inner truth, the Atma, the self, reminding us of who we are and how we have to connect with Paramatma. You have inspired us to rise above the challenges with grace and to reconnect with peace and purity that lies within ourselves. Thank you once again for being the guiding light on this path of spirituality and giving us a path to be the better version of ourselves. Your presence is truly a blessing, and your teachings will continue to uplift the countless souls with humility and love. From Innerville District 301, me District Chairman Deepika Bali, and on behalf of every Innerville sister present here, we thank you. Naman.
बहुत बहुत नमन. Thank you dear Deepika. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
With the permission of our association president, we'll go ahead. And in the meantime, we can take a deep breath and feel grateful of what we have learned today and how we can become the better version of ourselves. सच में आज ज्योति जी ने, आपने जो आपकी प्रेरणा से हमने ये आज वेबिनार ऑर्गेनाइज करा है, इसके लिए हम आपके बहुत आभारी हैं ज्योति जी.
You know that it was a full 1000, full house was there.
जी.
So thank you, and thank you all the Innerville members for joining and making this Guru Purnima a very, very special. Thank you everyone.
Now I would like to invite our district vice chairman for the formal vote of thanks.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Deepika ji. It's my pleasure. Om Shanti and a very good evening to everyone. What a soul-enriching session we have just experienced. Sabko goosebumps aa rahe the, and it was really, really heart-touching. As Sister Shivani said, gratitude is the highest energy of receiving. When we thank life, life gives us more to be thankful for. On behalf of District 301, I offer my heartfelt gratitude to host District Chairman Dynamic Deepika Baliji, Aspiring Association President Jyoti Mahipalji, inspiring and motivating Sister Shivani, our esteemed guest speaker of the day, though she is not here. But I hope these gratitude will go to her. Team of association executives, district executives from various districts, galaxy of past international presidents and past association presidents, vibrant PDCs, and dear Inner Wheel sisters for being part of this meaningful gathering. Sister Shivani ji, thank you for illuminating our minds and hearts. Your words helped us reconnect with our inner peace, our vibration, and reminded us how powerful our thoughts truly are. Today, we are all filled with that beautiful energy of gratitude. A big thank you to our association president, Jyoti Mahipalji, for your visionary leadership and blessings. To our dynamic district chairman, Deepika Baliji, thank you for planning and the grace in bringing this moment to life. Gratitude to all the members of District 301 who worked hand in hand behind the screen in making this webinar possible. And special thank you to the person who organized Sister Shivani's presence today on this platform. And last but not the least, heartfelt thank you to all the participants, all the Inner Wheel sisters, whose presence and energy made this webinar truly special. Let's carry this peace forward within us and around us. Be the best version of yourself. Happy Guru Purnima to each one of you. Thank you once again for joining. Om Shanti.
Very well said. Thank you everyone for joining today. It was a blessing to have Inner Wheel friends, seniors from all over India joining today on Guru Purnima and giving us your time. Thank you so much.
When we planned this day, we never knew it was a Guru Purnima. This date was finalized, Deepika, 6 months before at that time.
Huge thanks to you, and it is what a great coincidence.
It was a destiny. So closer to the date, we realized that it is a Guru Purnima. So when your intentions are pure, good things come together.
Jyoti ji and Deepika ji, divine blessings.
Divine blessings. And
from the
way
universe,
back,
it was decided to be on this auspicious day.
Yes. Actually,
congratulations.
We had a word in 2024, if I'm not wrong, about this webinar. And
we finalized this date in 2024. And we never knew that it will be with.
It's going to be Guru Purnima. We never realized then, Jyoti ji.
A very befitting session with the perfect person.
The first webinar with these auspicious vibes and on this special auspicious day. So it is a blessing for both of you as national leader and our district leader.
To all of us, to all of us.
Thank you, Jyoti ji, for all the guidance and the power and motivation behind this national webinar. Thank you so much.